this next exercise is about understanding those core emotional needs that all of us have and cannot be denied. The fact that we're human beings means all of us have the need for these top 10 core emotional needs to be met. Some really clever people have done some research and have identified that there are a top 10 number of core needs. What are we talking about here? The need to feel acceptance, affection, appreciation, approval, attention, support, security, respect, encouragement. Is about you identifying what is your top 3 most important core emotional need out of those 10. Remember, what I constantly am saying is that I would suggest over 90% of couples in conflict that come into my office or I work with online are in conflict, in dispute over their depleted and unmet core emotional needs. That's a big statement. I would suggest probably over 95% of such couples in conflict is because of core emotional needs not being met. And they're doing something to try and get those needs met, but working away in the unconscious, remember. They're not often aware of why they're fighting. It's never about the top of the toothpaste. It's never about the toilet seat that I keep telling you about to put down. Core means it goes to the heart of me. It's foundational. It goes to the very heart of who I am. So core emotional needs are not negotiable. And the way I view them is, over time, the different systems that we interact in aren't meeting and keeping topped up those core emotional needs. It's not just your partner that's responsible to keep your sense of acceptance, affection, approval, comfort, encouragement, respect, security met and topped up all the time. Let's say on a continuum of 1 to 10, to keep it topped up to 8, 9, 10. It's not solely your partner. We get those core needs met in all the different systems. For example, the workplace. Our work gives us a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment. And so it's a heavy responsibility to place on your partner to keep all of those core needs topped up. But for sure, your partner plays a very significant part in depleting by not meeting those core needs over time. And you see, for long periods of time, we just learn to get on with life because it's just the way life is. And anyway, we can't really name the thing that's going on in our life while we're fighting, flighting, freezing with the other person. We don't have the vocabulary to say, I really verbally attacked you and went after you because for the last 6 months you just haven't complimented me or given me a sense of feeling appreciated and approved, secure, respected, and constantly you're giving that to other people. And I just don't get that met. Now, sometimes we can voice it like that, but most of the time we don't have the language to tell the other person. That's why we're upset with them, and that's why we just bawled them out just because they asked if we wanted a cup of tea. We don't understand why we're reacting to the other person quite the way that we just did. At times we catch ourselves and think, wow, that was a bit over the top, even on my part, the way I responded to that request or comment by the other person. Gosh, what's going on for me? And we can't always find what's going on for me.
Single, but want to better understand why? Preparing for marriage and want to give it your best shot. Perhaps you're in a partnership, a couple, and want to address some issues. Maybe it's a marriage, but it just ain't working too well. Are you a couple, but know it could be better? Consider a diagnosis, a form of MOT for the relationship. Want to limit passing on the stuff to the children, because we know that childhood development really does impact the shaping of us and how we go on to do adult life. Want to maximize the quality of your relationship. Perhaps communication just definitely is not working well. Conflict needs managing, needs resolving. Sex, the first casualty when there is conflict, may be something of a sense of a mismatch, but there are definitely some problems in sex. Maybe you're long time married and you've settled, but you know you haven't settled for good enough. Consider the Kairos Center video on demand program. In that program, you'll cover a lot of topics from A to Z, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home at your leisure, and have some periodical homework review sessions with me from time to time at your leisure. Maybe you would prefer secure webcam where one of you or both of you come for maybe weekly sessions. There's something for everyone in the Kairos relationship program. Contact me today. Whether you're in a partnership, a marriage, these things are true. Marriage is not the coming together of two people. It's actually a clash of two cultures, two experiences, two memories, two habits, two morals, two values. And that is a formulation for destruction, says Dr. Miles Monroe. Also, Dr. Creflo Dollar has said, marriage is the place of our healing. Don't leave it too quickly. And if I add a little bit extra to that, you're destined to repeat the problem. So why not work through this partnership in order to address the issues, which is more about me than the other person, and then make an informed decision about what you do for the future of the relationship. Send me a message. It's time to get your quality of life and relationship back on a proper footing.